obviously got Knicks fans very riled up throughout the game. At one point, there was a colorful chant directed towards you. It seems as though you may be New York's newest villain. Is that kind of the ultimate compliment?
I guess I'm nowhere near Trae Young level, though.
God, I love that kid.
Maybe I'm overthinking this.
I love that kid.
Possibly. But I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at the expression on his face when he looks up, when he's answering these questions, and it's almost like, yeah, look, I heard all the stuff after 2 games of this, that Victor's getting his butt kicked by Karl Anthony Towns, and that how will this 22-year-old ever handle a crowd like this in Madison Square Garden? And he had kind of that knowing look like, okay, I'm here, I'm ready, and we took care of business tonight.
So in a situation where the Spurs absolutely had to have it, they took home Game 3 with a final score of 115 to 111. And I'm excited to say that every single game in the NBA Finals so far has been very suspenseful and very exciting. I was recently making a video for the members where I was talking about some of the greatest NBA Finals of all time, and on a couple of those, like the 2016 NBA Finals for example, that went to 7 games, most of those games were blowouts. And so it's really nice to get one that is very competitive, and honestly, if things continue the way they're going and this makes it to 6 or 7 games, we might be looking at one of the greatest NBA Finals of all time. Now the Knicks' historic run of 13 straight playoff victories comes to an end, meaning that the 2017 Warriors record of 15 straight is now safe. Now make no mistake, the odds are still very thin that San Antonio can pull off this comeback. Now instead of needing to win 4 out of their next 5 games, now they need to just win 3 out of the next 4 games. And I do expect New York to play much better in the 4th game. What's crazy about the NBA though is how little it takes to determine the champion. Yes, the Knicks are up 2-1 at the moment, and the next game will be played in New York, but if Wemby doesn't make a bad pass in Game 2, and if he doesn't put 3 inches too much on that final jumper, then the Spurs would be up 2-1 right now and have home court advantage in their possession. They're not joking when they say it's a make-or-miss league. After the first 2 games, we had talked about KAT's chances at the Finals MVP, but those came crashing back down to earth as he finished the game with just 11 points on 10 shots, while being completely dominated by Victor Wembanyama. You can tell Wemby had a new game plan heading into this contest, as all of his early shots were around the basket. He only had 4 3-point attempts this game compared to his 9 in Game 1 and his 6 in Game 2. He must have seen all the comments that you guys have been making on this channel, as many of you have been criticizing him for consistently shooting too many perimeter jumpers. On the night, he had 32 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks, on 11 of 18 shooting from the field. He reminded everyone that he's still the best player in the series and he's not going to go down without a fight. Speaking of which, he does really need to manage his sudden outbursts though, because apparently Victor is trying really hard to establish himself as one of the dirtier players within the league. We all saw what he did to Naz Reid's throat earlier in this postseason, but now he just did this to Jalen Brunson, and every single ref on the court missed it. I'm hoping at least he gets fined, because if he wants to be universally celebrated as the emerging face of the league, then he really needs to clean this up, because these are some truly bad optics. Now, although De'Aaron Fox was very inefficient, and a lot of Spurs fans are acting like they're done with this guy and just want him to be traded, I do think he offers a lot of poise under pressure for this very young team, and he showed that at the end of the game as he hit the jumper that essentially iced it. As for the New York Knicks, I expect a much greater sense of urgency in Game 4. It was weird how flat and lethargic they were to start this game, especially considering how fired up their crowd was in their first NBA Finals game since 1999. They need to be looking at this next game as a must-win. Yes, the series would only be tied at 2-2 if they lost, but San Antonio would then take back home court advantage and momentum of the series. And it's starting to appear as if Wemby is beginning to figure out this defense as well. So in other words, New York can't play it safe and play for a decision. They need to go for the knockout. OG and Jalen Brunson have been electric as they put up some great numbers in Game 3. But if you ask me, moving forward, the X factor in this series lies in the matchup of the bigs. Karl Anthony Towns will have to do much better in Game 4. Try to make Wemby a perimeter shooter again and live with the results. But you can't let him have so many easy ones like he had in this game, because that gets their whole offense going. If Wembanyama keeps hitting over 60% of his shots, then New York will almost certainly blow this lead. So now it's your turn. Who do you think wins Game 4 in New York? I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. Shout out to the members for supporting my channel, and thanks for watching as always. Make sure to like and subscribe for more basketball content, and I'll see you guys in the next video.